Hey guys, Joy Slayer here. Today we're going to be opening up one of my most nostalgic products. This is Battle Spirits 2009 starter decks. Okay, so here's a little bit of an introduction. If you care to skip it, there's timestamps in the video. Just skip past it right here. So back in 2009 when this first released, I was like 11 years old and I managed to go undefeated at a Battle Spirits tournament at Comic-Con. And so I was able to win this sick mat. It was a super, super fun experience. And then after that, I had nobody to play with, and nobody would play with me because I crushed them, and then it all got canceled. And I've been hoping and waiting for Battle Spirits to come back, and it finally is coming back in Battle Spirits Saga. So I figured I'd get ahead of the hype right now. I'm going to open up some super nostalgic decks for me, and get ready for the Las Vegas launch event in about a week now. This will be up probably on the 20th, and my friend and I are going to be going to the Las Vegas tournament on Friday, which will be the 24th. So we're super, super close now. I'm super glad to finally get this in. So without any ado, we're going to get started. All right, man, gotta love eBay sellers and all their tape. I get it though. I'm just glad it came in good condition. All right, our two boxes. We got Battle Spirits. This is the Armored Bear Gilmer, something like that, if I remember correctly. So it comes with 48 cards, one mat, a game manual, and 15 cores. And if you don't know, cores are what we use to, they're like mana, except they also help keep your spirits alive. So this is the one that we'll be opening up in this episode. We're also going to be doing another opening that is probably going to be out the same day. And so we'll open up this one. I don't remember as much about this one, but I'm really excited to get cracking into this one. This is the one that I won my tournament with. And all right, here we go. Just double check that it's recording. All right, I am shaking right now. My goodness. All right. Shrink wrapped up here. I'm going to try and do this without destroying anything. Whoa. All right. You may just have to suck it up and ignore. Oh, ooh, got through the shrink wrap. Here we go. All right, there are the cores up on top right here. Wow, this is super, super, super cool for me. I would have just torn straight into this when I was a kid. Ooh, it looks like we got a pull right here. Get it out without damaging things. All right. Here's the deck right here. Comes with cores. Let me just move this out of the way. And then an instruction manual on how to play. And a play mat. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I remember that card. That card was super cool too. Oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to. Okay, let's see. It is. Seeing this in person, it just brings back so many great memories. Look at that. All right. So Get that mat out of the way. Whoa. Fix the camera. All right. So, break open the cores right here. So, these are like little plastic beads that you would put on top of your battle spirits. Kind of made a mess if anything happened with them, but as far as like tactile feel, they feel very good. Wow, they really feel pretty nice. And you can hear like that click. They almost feel like glass. I remember the first ones were certainly plastic, but yeah, I don't know what those are made out of, but they feel very good. So, getting into the actual meat, right here is the deck. Nice handy pull tab right here. Oh, here we are. And oh, of course it doesn't come all the way off, but these cards are still in pristine condition. Come on. All right, so first card, we got the Armored Beast Bear Gilmer. And he, when your opponent controls no red spirits, the spirit cannot attack. Obviously not super great. All green spirits you control get plus 1,000 BP, and it had 9,000 BP at level 2. And it only took 2 cores to get to level 2. So it was expensive to get out the first time, being an 8 drop with only 3 reduction. But oh my gosh, these are much better quality than the ones they had in like the pre-release. These feel solid. I can only hope that the ones that we get in Battle Spirit Saga are going to be just as good. So, oh my gosh, those feel so good. So Fogre was incredibly powerful because being a 0-drop spirit, you can put them on the board and you can kind of just Zerg rush your opponents. Not super powerful, but you get them on board and you just swing into them for game. So Skull Devil, another vanilla. There were a lot of vanillas in this first set, so you didn't have like a lot of actual abilities running around. You just had a bunch of either easy to get out spirits or spirits that you can get on the board and just oonga boonga smack into the opponent. All right, 3 Skull Devil, 2 by Python. So this card you were able to use to draw every time you attacked. So all right, you take a life. Cool, I got a core. I mean, I get a draw. Oh, cool, you blocked my spirit. Even if you destroy by Python, it's still getting that card. Super, super, super cool. So now we start getting into 4 drops, and this dude wasn't as good, but he's a 2-drop if you have like 2 Fogres on the field. So he was still fairly reasonable. Draculius was, I don't think I ever managed to get him out. He needed too much, and he got to the 9,000 battle mark, but he required 4 cores to get to level 2. Ice droid, so easy to get out. White Spirit, get your reduction for Armored Bear Gilmer. Auto Lady Manny, move 1 core from your trash into your reserve when it attacks, which is super, super good. There's no main phase 2 in Battle Spirits, but it does mean that you can power up your next spirits so that you can have a bigger monster to attack them. Also means that you can cast more spells. All right. So Fenrir Cannon, definitely use this dude. He's relatively cheap to get to 5,000, and every time you block, he's got more power than you would have expected. So in the early meta, it was very, well, meta I say, but it was a single tournament really that I was able to play in. You would basically just take all the hits to your life, and then with that one last remaining life, you would be able to ramp up with all the cores that you gained and just smash them. So having a defender on board is super helpful to control that one last life. All right, this spirit gets 2,000 BP until the end of the turn when it blocks. Same thing here, is just a bunch of, White has a bunch of cards that are defensive and they keep you alive. And then the Carrier Whale Mobile Flow. Gotta be honest, not really thinking that I used this dude a lot. Swamp Drain of Life. So, at the start step, move all cores from your opponent's reserve to their trash. That's super, super powerful. It means that if they have any spells with flash timing, then they're not going to be able to activate it. Unless they use cores from their currently on board spirits. Super, super, super cool. All right, Historic Battlefield. Each time a spirit your opponent controls is exhausted, draw 1 card. So if they're attacking, you draw a card. If they're defending, you draw a card. If they are activating an effect that makes them exhausted, you gain a card. So a lot of draw power in purple. You can move 1 core from this nexus to your trash. And in that case, what a weird way to word that. That's bizarre to me. In that case, at the end of the turn, destroy that target spirit that blocked this turn. How many words do you need to say this? So I can move 1 core from the nexus to the trash, destroy a spirit that, okay, I guess it's not as badly worded as I thought, because it does have to say that it targeted. And then I think that just in that case is a little bit unnecessary. Timeless Ice Field. During your opponent's battle phase, all blocking spirits you control get plus 1,000 BP. Again, more defensive stuff for White. Target spirit your opponent controls must attack this turn. So forcing your opponent to have less bodies on board to block you is also very important. Diamond Moon. I remember this being important, but I don't remember why. Each time a spirit you control battles a red spirit, makes sense pretty much only in the structure deck format because your opponent's going to be using red. Each time a red spirit your opponent controls battles a spirit you control, that red spirit is destroyed at the end of the turn. Yeah, so super powerful if you're fighting red. If you're not fighting red, then what's the point? But at the time, like, you would have had to get booster packs to get your other colored spirits, so if it's not in the structure decks, it's probably not as powerful or not as obtainable for a lot of people. Obviously, not enough people bought product for the game to continue. All right, Cemetery Aura. Gain 4 cores on target spirit. At the end of the turn, remove a total of 4 cores from cards you control, your reserve and or your trash. This Remove a total of 4 cores from cards you control, your reserve, and or your trash. What does it mean by remove? I'm kind of interested by that. All right, each player destroys 1 spirit they control. Very straightforward. If they've got a big bad, then you're doing pretty good with that one. Target spirit cannot be blocked this turn. Cool offensive spell for white. They don't have a lot of offense. All blocking spirits you control get 3,000 BP until the end of the turn. More defensive. And that was the whole deck. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe and tell me what you're thinking about Vegas. Tell me what you think about this opening. What do you remember from the old Battle Spirits? I'd love to know everything. I'm super excited that this game is coming back to the West. So I'll see you guys in the next one.